Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. There I am. Right. Doing Friday haul, new art, geometry tea towels, Ulta Beauty. I don't think I've done this. I've looked twice. Can't find it. I haven't got a thumbnail of her in a cardigan. But the reason I don't think I've done this one is because I was asking where did the art come from, and I hadn't seen it. So this is where she's talking about it. So I obviously missed this one. But who cares? 43.5 minutes. Can I do it? It's way past my bedtime now, so if I'm laughing at nothing, that's why. I'm stupid tired at this point. Shall we jump in?
Hey guys, it's Lisa. Happy Friday. Okay.
Oops, sorry. Need to turn this up a bit. I was listening to something while I was eating my dinner and they were so loud. No. Yeah, so I don't even know who I am now. It was really, really loud, so I had to turn everything down. Right, stop! Here we go.
Today is going to be a little bit of a Diet Friday haul, like I was talking about last week, but it's packed full of good stuff.
A Diet Friday haul, did she say? What does that mean?
All here, and then
I've tried to push that back. Will you go back to the beginning? Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Lisa. Happy Friday. Okay, today is going to be a little bit of a Diet Friday haul, like I was talking about last week, but it's packed full of good stuff.
What does it mean, a Diet Friday haul? Pardon me, does that mean she hasn't got much? But then she's just said it's packed with good... Pardon me, who knows?
All here, and then I'm doing my camera this way because I also got some new art this week. So it's Slim Aaron's, which you guys know is one of my favorites. Slim, let me read off of here. He was said to be one of the first, like, paparazzi. But Tracy, my friend that's an interior designer, she was saying that he was known to be a perfectionist. So all of his photos that you see, he loved to take pictures of beautiful people doing beautiful things in beautiful places, is what he said.
Oh, he sounds like another fucking narcissist. And of course you've fucking globbed onto him, haven't you? Because you like to be beautiful and pretty and have beautiful things and go to pretty places and everything's perfect in Lisa land. Oh, you make me want to vomit.
He was an American photographer known for capturing the lives of wealthy and famous in glamorous settings. But he was very, very particular about every single thing. And he would spend weeks with his whole team getting the perfect shots. And I wanted to say too, when I was looking, and I'll link this below, when I was looking at a lot of his artwork, there's a lot that would make...
I'm sorry. It's his photography work. It's not artwork. You might think it's art. Art, in my opinion, is something that's handmade by somebody. Someone who's painted a picture. Someone who's made a sculpture. That type of thing. That's art. Then there's photography, which is an art, but it's not art. That's a photograph. It's not art. There. I'm sure I'll get a load of people telling me I'm wrong.
Maybe be more geared towards something you like skiing. There's a lot of skiing pictures that are really pretty. A lot of like famous actors and actresses. Just some really cool art. And if you're like me, it's just like, even when I was looking at the website, I could barely click off of it, even though I knew I had other things I needed to be doing, because it's just so inspiring. And you just...
It's not inspiring. What is fucking inspiring about it? A man took pictures of famous people with lots of money in posh places having holidays. You're not going to be doing that. That's not your life. When are you going to get it through your head that you're not fucking Marilyn Monroe or Kate Moss or whoever the fuck else you think you are? There was a thing. Somebody put a comment under this, that's what it was, about some weirdo manifestation bollocks. So I went and had a look. There was this woman on TikTok, and it's like, what fucking mumbo jumbo, total fucking mumbo jumbo. And they were saying, visualize the life that you want, and when you spend all your time completely visualizing what you want and seeing it in your mind's eye that that's your life, then your body will take actions to get you there. Well, one, I can't fucking visualize, and two, what the fuck am I going to do from this room to make me get from where I am to where I want to go? Bollocks. It's all a load of bollocks. If you're in the right place at the right time and you meet the right people, you have a good life. End of.
Really enjoy looking at it. So he was actually a photographer in World War II. After the war, he turned to photojournalism and magazine work, eventually becoming a celebrated chronicler of the Jet Set High Society. He worked for chronicler of the Jet Set High Society. He worked for publications like Life, Town and Country, Holidays, capturing lives of the rich and famous in stunning locations around the world. Aaron's photographs are known for their candid yet polished style, often showcasing his subjects in their natural environments, which is my favorite thing. So I just got these, and John hung them up for me yesterday. And what these are...
Why is that one so low to the floor? Who hangs pictures that low to the floor? I don't understand. Is this her friend Tracy? She's told you to hang them. I can't remember which is vertical and which is horizontal anymore. Vertical, isn't it? Up and down. Anyway. Why? That looks stupid, in my opinion.
Or you can, if you like the photos, and let me show you the one at the top. So it's 3 of them. So that one is a boat, I believe. And then
I believe. You bought them. Should hope you'd fucking know what they are. And why don't you pick your camera up and show us properly, or put fucking B-roll in of them?
The middle one.
No, see, that's not you walking up and down looking in mirrors, pretending you're on a runway. That's B-roll, but not anything that we'd like to fucking see.
Is the, I can't remember her name, the lady with her tiger rug, and then another boat. And that's one thing that I love, because I've grown up here on the beach. This is such a coastal vibe, but it's not kitschy coastal. It's like my kind of coastal, because when I grew up in the 70s, this is what a lot of people looked like. Like when men were at the beach playing horseshoes. And I mean, a lot of this is before my time, but it's still reminiscent of those times. And at our family beach house, we had photos, like all kinds of photos in the hallway of, you know, these type of things. And so it's very sentimental to me, and I love it. But I was thinking I might do an art tour of my home now that I've built.
Oh, please don't. We've seen it all, and it's not anything to aspire to.
Up my collection. I have a huge new Slim Aaron's piece upstairs to go in my studio behind Brooke's desk, but it's not hung yet because we have to figure out the best way to do it on that wall that has the molding. So that is going to be a project. So that is my biggest purchase, I think. Well, I didn't purchase it this week. That's one thing. When you order things like this, it does take a while to come. But back to these being the slides. If you like the photos but want to get them plain and framed, there's many places you can do that. I particularly liked the slides and the negatives, like with his handwriting, because I liked the words, like Eden Rock. Like that one, Capri and Ibiza have been like some of
Ibiza, you fuckwit. That's where they are, or that's the name of the people. I like the writing on it. It's so he knew what they fucking were. What the... Is she really that dumb?
my favorite words. And
Ibiza's a favourite word. What the fuck? Is there anything in there at all. It's like The Simpsons. Open her fucking head up and there's little dogs or whatever riding around on tricycles, juggling balls at the fair. Nothing. Absolutely fuck all happening in there.
Because I liked the words like Eden Rock, like that one, Capri. Capri and Ibiza have been like some of my favorite words. And they're just so cool and even more unpolished. And I don't know if you guys have ever really seen my huge abstract on this wall that I love so much. See how it has all
Now
the cool
that's
colors?
art.
So
I like that. That's a proper piece of artwork.
the writing on that kind of picks up on that abstract, and it almost has that, you know, I love graffiti, so it almost has that cool
Do you? Since when? When has she ever said she loves graffiti? When?
graffiti vibe too. This abstract is amazing, amazing. I got that a while ago, but it doesn't show a lot in my videos, but I love all of the colors, like the purple, it's got some red.
And you never mentioned it? Or did we miss that? I don't remember her ever mentioning that piece of artwork.
To match the red, like that in that boat. And then even the white frames look so pretty with the black table and the white big shell. I'll be putting pictures in here. So that is
Where are the
my
pictures then?
happiest thing of the week. And I'm using my new camera, so that's why I keep looking to make sure it's still recording. Okay, so let's just do my Ulta haul first, because I think it was Monday.
So you've got new artwork, a new camera. What else did she say? I can't remember now.
Day, I took a little field trip over to the other Ulta that is like at least 30, sometimes 45 minutes away from me, because I was hunting down the Hush Rose Lip Velvet that I told you about last week. This is the
You'll drive 45 minutes to hunt down that, but you won't drive yourself to the airport or drive to your nearest Nordstrom, or it's all what Lisa wants, isn't it?
one that my friend was wearing in all of the pictures. And so after I did that video last Friday, I went and
Your friend was wearing that and you had to go and hunt it down because you can't let your friend have anything of her own. Nope. That's probably why the neighbours don't like her, you know. She was there 3 minutes and she asked a neighbour what shoes she had on, Tory Burch slides or something, and she had to go and buy them, and now you never see them. She never wears them. But she bought them to wear to the pool to annoy the woman that already had them. And she thinks she's a girl's girl.
bought it from
Right.
this thick velvet that I was hunting down the Hush Rose Lip Velvet that I told you about last week. This is the one that my friend was wearing in all of the pictures. And so after I did that video last Friday, I went and bought it from this Ulta, but when I got it home, I've never had this happen. Like, here was broken, like almost like glass. So let's swatch this Hush Rose. I wore it yesterday when I did my NYC video. So I hope you've seen that by now. I don't know if I'll be able to get that posted tonight or tomorrow night. I probably will. So you'll probably have seen me wearing this in that video. Beautiful color and texture. And then I also bought pale mauve. And I even, at that Ulta, I had to ask them because it wasn't out, and they looked in the drawer and it was in there. So this is pale mauve. I haven't worn this one yet. Okay, wowza. Pale mauve is no joke. It's going to be a little bit darker, but still a nude. And let's see what else I got.
It's no joke. It's not fire engine red. What is wrong with you?
Bought this lip kit, the Kylie lip kit in Angel. And the reason I did is because sometimes I like to take her lip matte, is that what they're called? What are they called here? Matte liquid lipsticks. They come with a lip liner, but I even like to take this and use it as a lip liner. So today I did it legit. In case you wanted to go buy it, I wanted to show you exactly what it looked like. But here is the lip liner out of the kit, and it was really good. I was excited because sometimes they're too light. So that's the lip liner, and then here is the angel lip to go with it. So it is pretty dead on. So that is what I have on.
Stop wiggling your hands so quick and pulling it away. How are we supposed to know anything?
And I wanted to give it something. So one of my friends that came to see me in New York that bought one of the tickets to the fashion show, she pulled this out of her purse. And I was like, what is that? What is that?
Really? I just can't with this woman.
Bought one of the tickets to the fashion show. She pulled this out of her purse. And I was like, what is that? What is that you're using? And it was an Ulta Beauty Jelly Lip Gel. So I picked up one, and this one is called Summer, I believe. No, Sunshine. I knew it was something that I liked. And so this is what I'm wearing over it. Just like a Lancome Juicy Tube. And this color is so pretty. So I'm going to put a little bit above it, and I want to put a little bit on it so you can see. But see how it gives it that sparkle? So that's what's given me any sparkle, like up here, and that's what's going to give you that full lip effect. So, okay, I've got lots of lip stuff, so let's keep on swatching. Okay, this one is the Ilia lip pencil. It's like a liner, a chubby liner, and like you can fill your lips in with it. And when I was looking at these, I remembered seeing this girl on Instagram. It was an ad, but she was putting this on and it was so pretty. And I thought, gosh, I know a lot of my subscribers would love that color. I thought it was this one, genre. And this one is...
How's it spelled? Can't rely on her to know how to pronounce fucking anything, can you?
Beautiful, but it's more of a lip liner to me. I did fill my lips in with this, and it was pretty, but it was too dark for me. It was too harsh, kind of. So when I went back, I picked up Pink Door because the color the girl was using was more of a pink color, and it was very natural. It would be like good for someone that doesn't really wear a lot of makeup. So I just got this. Let's swatch it. Yes, this is it. That is very pretty. Wow. See, it's kind of close to this color.
I'm getting fucking whiplash trying to see what you're showing.
But just not as muted. This is a good one. I think a lot of you would like this. And the beauty of having a pencil is that you can get right on that lip line and then fill it in, and then you can put something, it's probably going to last longer. Then you can put something over it if you want. And it's easy to throw this in your purse and have a one and done. You know what I mean? Like you could just leave this in your purse, and no matter what you started out wearing, kind of go over it with this. That is the beauty of things like that. Then City Lips sent me their 2 new colors. And of course, my favorites will always be clear. I wear it every night, no matter what. San Diego, which is my perfect, like peachy pink with gold pearl. And the other one I like is Los Angeles. That is a kind of a sparkly baby pink. So this one is not going to be for me, but I'm sure a lot of you will like it. And it's called Cherry. They're Tinseltown. Woo, that one was really good. You know, I'm not going to swatch these because I want to be able to give these away. When I sell things on my website, Brooke and I try to put something in there. Like if I get PR and I know I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to there will be swatches on the website, but I just know I'm not going to wear that, so I don't want to mess it up. And then there's this color.
That's nice.
You know what this reminds me of? Does anybody remember that L'Oreal color that was so popular in the 80s called Seafloor? That's what this reminds me of. Or there was another color that was popular in the 90s. It was a Max Factor. What was it called? Oh my gosh, my friend Mary wore it. It was her signature color. That's all she wore. She had dark brown hair, crystal bluey green eyes, dark, long eyelashes. Gorgeous girl. Still is. Mauve Platinum. I think it was called Mauve Platinum. That's what this reminds me of. I still don't think I'm going to wear this, so I don't want to swatch it. I'd rather...
How does she do that? recall the name of fucking lipsticks from donkeys years ago, and then she can't remember what she said 2 minutes ago. And it's not like just one, it's all of them.
Give it to one of you guys. Okay, this. I was going through, I was like, I'm going to find anything new in here that I want to report back on. So this, I've seen these before, I've had these before, but this is supposed to be a new color. So it's the Nude Illuminator 004 Shine from Revlon. And I put this on when I got in the car, and I thought, I nailed it with this one. So many of you, this is your idea of nude. I know a lot of times when I say nude, I'm thinking like the really light colors. I think we all have a different version. We all have different skin tones, so we all have a different version of what.
Really, do we? Have you suddenly realised that there's different colours in the world?
Nude is. This, a lot of you would like this. So this is just your everyday, kind of like lip shine, just giving your lips some color kind of look. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give this to my mom because I think she will like this a lot. It's a little, like, to me, I'd rather have something lighter than that. I'm more this girl and this girl with this as a liner. You know, I might even try that pale mauve as a liner too. So let me make sure I don't have any other. We'll go ahead and swatch this blush I got too. I was looking at all these new blushes from Urban Decay, and this one stood out to me. It's called Back Talk, and it looks scary, and you should be afraid.
It looks scary. What the fuck is scary about it? I've never known anyone that was scared of makeup like you. Ooh.
It is scary. It did not look like this when I bought it. The lights at those places like Ulta and Sephora and even high-end department stores, they will make whatever is touching the air. Okay, like this already is going to turn a little bit when it's touching the air, and then the lights will make it look different. So it looked a lot more nude, almost like a blonde.
When it's touching the air, what the fuck is she going on about now? I'm too tired to understand any of this.
Brush and bronzer together. Blush and bronzer together. But it is pretty bright. So what I've been doing is just taking this brush that I bought. This brush was just on an end cap, and it was like, hey, you love brushes like this. And I looked over, and I don't know if I've ever bought anything from that brand, Dibs, but this brush just like jumped out at me. And I thought, wow, it just looks so good. Like that end, I love a good angled brush. That looked good, and I have used it. I would say today is day 3, and see how well it cleans, like just on my napkin. I like it. So I've been using this for my Physicians Formula contour color. Love it. And then I've been using this end for the blush. So let me just show you. Look how much it got on there. And then what you do is bounce it in the lid. Tammy's Ageless Beauty. She's the one that taught me that. And then run it on your cheeks, which you can't see it on my hand because my hands are darker, but you see it on my cheeks today. I tried to put on clean so you could see it. So it's a beautiful color. It does look like a little bit of sun on your cheeks, but I just wanted to warn you that it is pigmented and it's soft, because the way it looks doesn't look like that. Let's see, what are they called? Face Bond Blush Suede. So it makes sense. They are kind of suede-y. There was a...
yeah, makes sense.
really pink one and a really peach one. And the pink one was too light, like dusty pink for me, and the peach one was too bright. So this is the only one that I thought I would like. But I thought with this outfit, it would look good. And I wore it, I had this on in that video yesterday too. So let me go wipe this off and I'll be right back. Hey, surprise! We're switching it up because I just went out.
Hey, surprise! We're switching it up because... Why? Are you on helium? Shut up! Fucking woman.
Hey, surprise! We're switching it up because I just went out to lunch and my editor said I got bad news. clips so-and-so and so-and-so didn't have any volume. So it is about to rain and my lighting is not good up where I was filming. So I decided just to do this part of the video over again here on my, it's on my QuickTime Player recorder and it's on the maximum quality if anybody's interested. Okay, I had to go get this stuff out of the
No, we're not interested.
washing machine. I had not started it yet, but I wrote down, I kind of like watched my silent film to see what I needed to get back out because of course I had put everything up. I wanted to see what I needed to get back out and show you. So let's start with Neuro. So this is something else I picked up when I went to the other Ulta. And one of you had told me about the Joico. I do like that one. I do think it works. I also think the sexy hair, hot sexy hair in the red and black, that one works too. This is still my favorite. And they had 3 bottles left. Why didn't I get all 3? I don't know. I wasn't thinking, really. I think sometimes I'm in denial. Like, I'll think, they're not going to discontinue that. But if usually as soon as you hear of something, there's an element of truth to it. Now, one of you said you think that they're repackaging. So that would be fine, too. But I'm going to go back and get the rest that they had. Matter of fact, I go back over that way tomorrow to get my hair just a blowout, and because it's my favorite. The other ones just seem to add more. Even in my first video, I didn't know what to say. It's like oh, sorry, I got my hair all in my face. They put more stuff in the air, like that haze of spray. Like, have you ever seen, like in the beauty salon or the hair salon, you know, you'll see people curling or flat ironing somebody's hair and like this poof of stuff is coming off of it. They seem to do that. And I am not crazy about that. And it like gets in my mouth, like I taste it. So is that enough reason? I think it is. So that is still
Just keep your fucking mouth shut.
my favorite. That's what I use for my hair now. And if I were to up my heat a little bit, I would have curls that stay longer, last longer, but I am using the minimal heat. And actually, this is day 2 hair. Day 1 was yesterday in my NYC video.
No shit, was it? Sort of follows if today's day 2, yesterday was day 1.
It would last longer, but like I said, I'm trying to do less damage, and I kind of like the way it falls out. And so I get kind of like 3 days of different hair, and then I wash it and do it all over again. So that I wanted to tell you about that. And then this little precious fragrance here from Victoria Beckham. There was an ad, and I'll put the picture in here, and oh my gosh, talking about art. I am going to message them and see. I wonder if they're selling that. They're probably not, but my gosh, I love that picture. It is just like me all wrapped up. And I love this fragrance. I just took it with me to New York. And what I've been doing is, I don't have the big one of these. I've been buying the little sets. That way I have them when I travel, and all of them are very different, but very good. And I think the other one I like the most is, I've got the yellow one, but I think I really like the white one. I'm not sure, or is it the yellow one? I always get confused, but I like them all. And there's like a black one now. But they are selling a necklace with that. I was like all over it, but I happened to notice it only had like 2 stars. And, you know, a lot of people give 2 stars for something that is not applicable to the rating of the product. Like, you'll see it'll be a pair of shoes on Nordstrom, and someone has given them a bad rating because the shipping took too long, or because, you know, just reasons that really shouldn't go towards the product. So I read it, and they were kind of like saying that the chain looked cheap, and they were really giving good reasons that it wasn't worth it. So I just saved it, and I figured I would think about it. But I think what I'm going to do is get the hand cream, because that is a great way to have a fragrance that is not overpowering. You still get that vibe because even the tube is really cool. And I don't wear fragrance.
You still get the vibe because even the tube's really cool. Who's singing it? No one but you. Are you displaying it on your coffee table in your sitting room for all to see?
fragrance on a plane because I don't want to disturb anyone that could be very sensitive. And I try not to wear a fragrance per se when I'm going to be in a close vicinity with someone and they cannot get away from me. I think I've told you about Chanel
Yes, you
Chance,
have.
about me being at a Mommies and Me group, and there was 2 of us there in charge of all of the kids while the other moms went out. And I think it was right when Chanel Chance came out, and I made her cough so bad. She had to move across the room. I felt so bad. And my mom,
She just didn't want to sit next to you and she used the perfume as an excuse, I bet you. Sorry. I've got my old empties videos playing on the telly to try and get some watch time on my other channel. It was funny because Madam came in and she's like, "Huh, why are you on the telly?" And I said, "Oh, little." And she's like, "Oh." I said, "I've put it on Dad's account and I'm watching my... Why didn't you put it on your account?" I said, "Because it doesn't count if I'm watching my own videos." Hmm. "You're not using Daddy's account without his permission, are you?" It's like, no, he said to do it. Oh, okay. It's like one day, I don't know if I ever said this. One day she was talking to Jed about something, I can't even remember what it was. And he said something, and he said, she looked at him, side-eyed him, and looked at him, and she went, "You're not lying to me, are you, Daddy?" He said, "I felt about that big." He said, "No, I wasn't even lying." She's a moo.
Mom has had that happen too at a Bible study with, I can't remember what fragrance she was wearing. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Chanel. I'm not sure. But so I, don't wear fragrance all the time. And even a lot of people will ask me what happened to John. He used to be so sensitive and now you're being able to wear more things. It's simply we're not in the car together as much. There were times when we were like the 4 of us, and the kids were small, and I would put on just a little bit of fragrance and he would literally have to put his window down in the truck. So we're not doing that as much anymore. So I have a little bit more freedom to wear fragrance. This is a good one. This is a very good one. They all are. So I wanted to just kind of bring your attention to that, kind of just share with you that photo that just gave me all the feels. And it kind of goes with my whole art vibe. So there's that. Then in that other footage that was not good, I also showed you the little certificate you get with that artwork that I just got, where they're each authenticated and everything. So that kind of gives it, I don't know, you know how things are special, and I love like little stuff like that makes things even more special. So I told you about that. And then the Anastasia mascara. This was a free gift when I bought those 2 Anastasia lips, and it's good. It is very good. It reminds me of that latest MAC one. And even before, I could not remember the name. It's not Zoom Lash. It's the Mega something. It's the one that is really good, but it will poke your eye. Like when you're trying to get...
No, you poke your eye with it because you're stupid.
Right to your lashes, it will hurt you. And so I had to quit using it. But that's what this reminds me of, and it was very good. Of course, I have on my half lashes, my lashes but better Bare Affair. But I still need plenty of good mascara to support the lashes and to show, like right there. So really good. Okay, the Amy Cole mascara. This has been my latest favorite, even above the Benefit. When I went out of town, I took both of them with me just to see, just in case I use this again and I didn't like it. It has just been amazing. One of you told me about this. It is just like your classic good mascara. The wand works well for me because I have deep set eyes, and it just gets right in there to the base, which is very important, especially if you are someone that does not wear liner. I've seen, like when I'm talking to women sometimes, where you see where the mascara ends and they have like their light eyelashes. If that's you, try to get to the very base of your lashes, even if you have to kind of lay the mascara and like tap it across and then put on your mascara. But that will really make your whole lash line look so much prettier. This seems to come off
So much prettier. All comes down to being pretty with you, doesn't it? Fucking, if I hear her say pretty once more, Life is not about being pretty, Lisa.
Off well, but yet not wear off. Like if you notice, I don't have, like sometimes if something transfers easily, I will have a stripe where each of my lashes is kind of touching my ocular bone, whatever that bone is called. So I feel like this is cool too because it gives you a look at the same makeup that you saw with the other camera in the other lighting in a different way, because it's all about the lighting. It's people. I hate it when I know that people are not doing YouTube or not doing something because of the camera or because of the perfect lighting, because really it's not about that. It's about you. And so get your laptop in front of a good window. Like I'm sitting here in my bedroom and I just put the blinds, I actually pulled them all the way down so I could get some good light. I don't have any extra lighting at all, not even that clip. And it's good enough. Like I always say, do it messy. Do it messy and make mistakes. Like today, what happened? No volume. I don't even know why. I haven't looked at it yet. But just course correct and do it again. It's no big deal. Okay, so to mix it up a little bit, I had already showed you this, which is the Ilia lip pencil in, it's the one I think that girl was talking about, Pink Door. So I put this on so you can see it and get a different look. And then like that. Isn't it pretty? This
Oh,
is a good
isn't
one.
it? Isn't it pretty? And it's a good one. Ding, ding, ding.
I think you may need it. And then I don't know if I had shared with you this. I think I had. So I just used this with my Sicily powder to kind of touch up a little bit, like right in here. I would rather look a little bit too shiny than too powdery. So I could have put some more powder on, but I always think of powder and then I do an arrow to dry and then I do an arrow to older. Or not even older, but less vibrant, because I even see younger girls that put too much like powder makeup on and it just isn't. I'm not trying to look natural, but I am trying to look vibrant and lively. And I would rather have a little bit more of an oily look. And then I think I had already shown you this blush, which I have on today, and you can see maybe a little bit more. And then I think had I shown you this palette? I don't think I had. So when I was at the New York at the Confili fashion show, one of the girls, I'm not sure if she was a model or they had some professional models there, and then they had some breast cancer survivors, and then they had some other people that they had invited to be in this fashion show. It was fabulous. And one of the girls, if I had to guess, I think she was a professional model because her makeup was very professional model-ish. And she had on a look that a lot of you love, which is just it was kind of like, if I had to give it a name, it would be called Sunset. Kind of like that pinky, warm eyeshadow and no liner and a little bit of mascara. And then her hair slicked back in a bun. Very, very clean girl. That's probably what it was. So I was inspired, and I had to hold myself back from going straight to Sephora and trying to find a shadow like that, because I was like, I know out of all those palettes I've got at home, there has to be a color like that. So I looked, and this one stood out to me. So this is the Ethereal Eyes from Makeup by Mario, one of my favorite palettes. But I will say I typically stay on this side, which is your taupier side. And then you can see I have used this one, but yes, you can see this is my typical.
No, we can't see, Lisa.
Side. Well, today I ventured over to the pinkier, warmer side. I have on.
Hold the front page. She went and used a different eyeshadow.
This shadow all over. I actually wore this yesterday and the day before. And then I have on brown eyeliner instead of the black. I will say I still started out my contouring of my eyes with my contour powder from Physicians Formula. And then I go in with this. And I've been loving it. I think that it gives a little bit of, okay, today I did use a little bit of this in the outer corner. But on my lids and in the crease is this color. And that's it. And this is just a good palette. I think I've always told you this is one of my favorite palettes. the Ethereal Eyes. The Moonlight palette is another good one. This one, I mean, you can tell I've been loving that shade.
How
So,
can we
a good one to
tell?
get. Okay. Let's go for the Geometry dish towels. Okay, I bought the first two, which were the butter. Remember that one of them, they're both yellow. One of them says butter, and then one of them says salted butter all over it, which is right up my alley. One, I've been into yellow, and two, with me being carnivore, I love butter. I've always loved butter. We always used real butter. It was just a thing. So I got those, and then I don't know if they saw or, saw me talk about those, but they asked me, could they send me one of their beach towels and another dish towel? So I've shown those to you. Well, since then, I have loved them. I love the texture. I love how absorbent.
You liar! You said you hated the fucking bath towel or whatever it was they sent you. Did she or did she not? I've just done a video.
They are, and even
It felt like I was squeegeeing water off me. Isn't that what she said? God, you're a lying toe rag, Lisa.
my two chefs of the house, John and Will, they love them. They are always in there just air frying something. And then the
Oh, how very dare they actually use the kitchen and cook food.
smoothie, what is it? The Ninja smoothie? Nope, it's not a smoothie. The Ninja slushy. Let me tell you, we've already gotten our money's worth out of that thing. John uses it for his drinks. When Brooke comes over, will make her a tiger's blood, because when I used to take them when they were small, that was the flavor that Brooke always chose. And Will would always switch it up. And so it's been rocking and rolling. I don't think there's been one day that there hasn't been an icy made in that maker. And so when I asked them both, they love these dish towels. So I got an email about their new ones, and then I ordered all of these, and then they messaged me again and said they wanted to offer you guys, my subscribers, a code. So it's a big
You guys, my subscribers. Why couldn't you just say I've got a code for you all?
great big dishcloth haul going on here. And if you've been with me, you know I've always had a thing for dish towels. When I was a stay-at-home mom and homemaker extraordinaire and just was, I was over the
Homemaker extraordinaire. Are you doing that deliberately to fucking piss me off? Homemaker extraordinaire. Wow.
with me, you know I've always had a thing for dish towels. When I was a stay-at-home mom and homemaker extraordinaire and just was, I was over the top in a different way, let's say that. And I would, for each and every holiday you could think of, I would have different dish towels, a different flag, a different tablescape. And that was probably pretty much it. Like right now, it would be July 4th going on in my home. And
That's not over the top. I know someone who decorates their entire house, and then their dog has little hats and bow ties to go with whatever theme is going on in the house. And it's outside the front door, on the front door, in the hallway, in the front room, upstairs, downstairs, in the den, in the kitchen. Not just a little bit. She's a fucking housemaker extraordinaire. I don't know what you think you are.
And I've always loved dish towels. So this one, when they showed it, I just had to get all of these out of the washing machine. Luckily, I had not started them yet. I don't know if you guys are like I am, like you'll put them in there and you're almost about to start the load, but you want to go grab all the other towels before you start. That's what happened. But this is none other than a New York dish towel. And I love it. Look at all that cool stuff. 42nd Street, their bird, bagels, the Toast of New York, the taxi, I love New York, just all of the good stuff, the park, everything. And so I don't think they have it for every single state, but a lot of them.
The park. What park would that be?
So that is what I got. Oh, and it does have this, so you can just hang it. you know, like
Oh,
on a
really?
cabinet knob or a drawer knob is what I was going to say. So you could display it. And then let's see, the ones that they sent me that I chose, because they offered to send me.
Sorry, I'm transfixed by my forehead in this video. You would swear down I had Botox. Jed takes a piss out of me because I'm crap at raising my eyebrows. Like, he can do a whole dance and a thing with his, but I have to really concentrate on raising my eyebrows. And it's like, people would say I had Botox if they didn't know. But that was funny then. It was just like nothing. There was no movement. Nothing was going on.
3 dish towels, and for some reason it would only let me pick 2, and I was very grateful for the 2 that I picked. And that was this hibiscus one.
What, that they gave you or that you
3
bought?
dish towels that they sent me that I chose, because they offered to send me 3 dish towels, and for some reason it would only let me pick 2, and I was very grateful for the 2 that I picked. And that was this hibiscus one. I mean, is that not beautiful? You know, I always say every little chance that you have in your home, take the opportunity to add something that gives you joy when you look at it. And I don't think a dish towel can be forgotten with that. So make sure you like all of your dish towels. And then I wanted to show you too, I think it's kind of like the Marie Kondo, whatever, folding. This is what made me like go off and buy all of these. I decided I'm redoing all of my dish towels. And I want to do them in the drawer. I think they showed this on the website, where you stack them in the drawer like this. So you pull out this glorious drawer of your favorite.
Oh, you're a fucking merchandiser's fucking wet dream, you, aren't you? Oh, look. Look how they have their dish towels. Don't they look amazing? Oh, mine have to go. I have to get new ones.
Favorite dish towels, and you just pick the one that you want to use next. So that's what I plan on doing after I wash them. And then the other one they sent me wasn't this, because I bought this. I'm thinking it might be this one with the umbrellas. I'm thinking it might be this one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But that I love, because when I grew up and I would be up at, my family beach house with my grandmother, you'd look out over the beach and that's all you would see is the umbrellas. Now it's like all you see are those shibumi all over. But it used to be nothing but umbrellas.
What's a shibumi? No, I need to know. I don't even know how you'd spell it. Is it shibumi? Let's see. Occasion wear, mother of the bride and groom's outfit. No, I don't think that's what it was. Was I right in the first place? No, I want to look for that. That's not a thing. What the fuck is a shibumi? Now I'll never know. Can somebody let me know what a shibumi is, please? What are you doing in there?
And remember when you would have a rogue getaway umbrella and y'all had to take cover, and then some masculine energy man would get up and he'd chase down the umbrella and bring it back. So that's what it reminds me of.
Some sexy man would run and get the... She's been obsessed from being that big, hasn't she, with sexy men.
Okay, this is something I'm trying that's new. It's their just bath towel. So I grabbed this one.
Right. I'll let you off then, Lisa. You hadn't had the bath towel then. Okay. You were just losing your shit over the tea towels.
Because, as you can see, I have a lot of black and white. Like, all of my towels are those Turkish towels that I got from Amazon, and I really do love those. At first, I got all white, but then I started getting the dark charcoal and the black, and I like those because it gives that high contrast look in my bathrooms. And so I grabbed this one, which I guess you could say is kind of like a cow print, animal print. And then I got this one, which the colors in this are gorgeous. look at this. It kind of gives me, I'm all about the Ibiza and Capri vibes. It's all of my favorite
Ibiza!
colors. I'm a sucker for girls in bikinis laying out by the pool and the seagulls because seagulls are everything here. I remember when Brooke was little, they were making their noise and Brooke said that they were laughing at her. And then my grandmother used to always get me stuff with seagulls because one time when I was very little, I do remember it slightly. We took a ferry, my parents and I guess my brother was there too, but I must have been young because I don't really remember what he was doing.
No, because you didn't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. That's why.
And a seagull pooped on my leg. Like all of a sudden, splat on my leg. I remember I had shorts or a dress on because I remember it being on my leg. Like I remember feeling it and I cried real hard. I was a crybaby. And so my grandmother told that story to all her friends and she always got me. Seems like every Christmas she would make us this really cool bag and it would be my beach bag for the summer. And so she would stitch our names on the side and then the bag would be full of stuff for us. And a whole bag of Hershey Kisses. It would usually have like an envelope with money, all kinds of other stuff, and a new beach towel. So that would be like my beach kit for the summer is I would have that bag, that beach towel, and, my chair, and that would be it. And honestly, I would keep them in my car forever. I would only wash that beach towel every once in a while. And so she had gotten me several beach towels with the seagulls on them. And so there's my seagull story. Okay, and then this one, I picked out this one because it gave me...
Who hasn't had a pigeon or a seagull shit on them? That's hardly a story, is it?
I love the colors, and it gave me Mad Men vibes, which you guys know. I think Mad Men is a work of art. First of all, John Hamm will never, ever be the same as he was as Don Draper. Like, I had such a crush on Don Draper, and I loved just everything. Everything about that series was just so fabulous to me. So if you have not watched Mad Men, that is a great series. It's just, they did so well with that. And even now when I see commercials, I think, how did that ever make it through? And once you learn how they make commercials and all the people that have to view them and all of that stuff and pitching the commercials, you wonder how some of these even got through. But anyway, here it is. It's drinks. So martinis, plus I used to bartend. Martinis, the little umbrellas that go in your drink, olives.
Can you imagine her being a bartender? I really can't.
The glasses, even that little, this is cool to me. It's very kind of mod 60s. So that one I love. And don't forget, I'm going to have a discount code down below.
Don't forget.
I think they're already running a special for July 4th. But in case you're not watching this during that special, or if mine is more, I don't know, I can't remember. But then I got 3 more, 2 for my mom and 1 for Brooke. This one I got for my mom with the birds on it. My parents love birds. And I saw a meme, something like, you're getting old when one of your biggest thrill is watching your bird feeder or something like that. And I think about my parents because they have bird feeders everywhere. They have a bluebird house and they have little babies that they raise and watch them fly off. And then they have a bird feeder. It's the eternal battle against the squirrels. And when I'm sitting there with them in the den, wow, it's just like cardinals, all these birds coming up. It is so beautiful. It really is. I think as we get older, we just appreciate nature. I know as women, we do. It's a scientific fact that when women do things like being in nature, watching nature, it increases our estrogen. It is like a feminine thing. And even men love it too. So I got this one for her, my mom, and I swear I almost thought about taking these to her. So I'm glad I still have them to show you. And then I got this one for her too because she loves hummingbirds. Always has. So we always have a hummingbird feeder too. And it's one of those things though, like if you say you like something one time, that's what you get for every holiday and you just had this big collection. That's how it's been. We always get her hummingbird stuff. It was like with my grandmother, we always got her seashell stuff. And I have to say that both of them have loved it. It's kind of like me and tigers or lions. I've been
Oh my.
collecting those since I was in my 20s. And even as a child, I loved Garfield and I loved like Chester Cheetah and stuff like that. And even in my like high school year,
Garfield, it's a ginger cat. Wasn't she talking about tigers? Sorry, I zoned out. I was watching the telly. I'm going to have to pay attention, aren't I?
I was in my 20s. And even as a child, I loved Garfield and I loved like Chester Cheetah and stuff like that. And even in my like high school years, I back then wore nothing but animal print bikinis, like either leopard or tiger or something. So that's been with me a long time. And then this one, I just sent Brooke a text telling her to come get this if she wanted it. I have some, she still gets a lot of her packages here, and I got her and John some Brunswick stew. Does anybody live near a Smithfield's barbecue? Their Brunswick stew is so good. So hopefully she'll come get it. But this is sushi.
It's not like she's never coming to your house again. She works there. Why does she have to come and get it now? Typical narc. You can't just wait until she comes and give it to her then. What's a Brunswick stew? I need to know what that is in a shibumi or whatever that was.
And I know that so many people love sushi. My parents, my dad especially, loves sushi. And so I thought that was so pretty though. I mean, look at that. They do so well with the art, and the colors are just...
Aren't they clever? Bless them, doing so well with their art.
Beautiful. And I think this is a great gift. Like if you have a girlfriend that you're going over to her home, or say you're going to visit someone, one of your friends out of town, this would be a great gift to take with you. Okay, so the next thing I had mentioned was, actually, I think I'm going to keep in...
Oh, I haven't seen you for years and I've brought you a gift. Oh, lovely. What did you get me? A tea towel. I'd slap you around the head with a tea towel.
My outfit of the day. And I'll put it right in here because you'll see me talking, but, okay, maybe we'll do both. Okay, so I'll have my old footage in here, and then I showed you the sunglasses that I wore today, the Chloe. They are some of my favorites. Those and my Miu Miu have been my favorite new sunglasses this year. And then I'm wearing this sweater from Frame. I showed it to you in my luxury boho Paris boho video.
Boho, boho, boho,
I think it is
boho,
such
boho.
a cool, kind of like snuggly, but
I think she's malfunctioned. Shall we thump her?
still sexy and just so easy to wear. This is my Chloe necklace that I love. These pants are from Susie Condi, just something I love. I wish I could wear her stuff every day, all day. Just very, I think, my whole best combo. Sexy, comfy, snuggly, fabulous. And then these are the Dolce & Gabbana flip-flops. So I think, my nail polish. I wrote down a list of everything that I was telling you. So my nail polish is OPI, put it in neutral. And the key to getting, I think, the best put it in neutral is one coat. Now, instead of doing, a lot of times we do 2 thin coats, especially with a polish that can look streaky. But in this case, if you want it like this, do 1 generous coat. And it will look streaky, but you'll see by the time you get to this hand, when you look back at this hand, it's kind of settled. So it's not streaky.
And self-leveling.
And because if you do 2 coats, it can get that milky look that wears fast, and I don't like the look quite as much.
I don't like it. Yeah, well, fuck you. I'm going to put however many layers of nail polish on I want to. She always thinks everyone wants to be exactly like her. No, I fucking don't.
Something that's sheer. My mom was saying she wanted to try OPI Pale to the Chief, and I looked for it in Ulta and they didn't have it. So I think I'm going to order that because she read in an article it was one of the best nudes. And I think that's it, you guys.
Her mum sounds as daft as her. They're 2 of a kind, aren't they? Oh, I saw something in a magazine and I must get it. Why can't your mum order her own fucking polish? Why does she need you to do it?
I didn't wear earrings just because I knew my hair was down. And I'm getting a blowout tomorrow. So this is like 3rd day hair. No, this is 2nd day hair. And did I already go through? Yeah, I think I already. It's so
Oh,
weird when you've
shut
already said all this
up.
stuff and you're saying it again. So if I repeated myself, I'm sorry. And thank you. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. And I don't know if I've already told you in that other video or the first part of this, but I am going to Boston next week for the Nordstrom sale, the anniversary sale. You know, it's a tradition for me to travel and do my haul right in the hotel room, right where I am. Sometimes twice I've been to Atlanta. Last year we went to Palm Beach. Where else have I done it? I've done it a lot of different places. So this year, Brooke and I are doing a girls trip and we are doing Boston. And so I am going to treat her to whatever she sees that she wants from the Nordstrom sale. And I am excited because I am full force ready for fall. Even though I love summer, I am ready for fall. And that's what it is a lot of fall clothes. But, you know, it's easy to say, oh, it's the same thing every year. I have gotten some good stuff at some of the Nordstrom sales. I would say, I was thinking, because I told Brooke, I said, think back to the best things you've gotten and let's focus on those, because that is, you can't buy everything. And I want to buy the things that we know that we like the most. So for me, it's going to be like the Barefoot Dream socks. I love stocking up on the short socks because that's what I sleep in every night. She said jewelry and sneakers. She is a sneaker girl, so we'll probably get her a couple pair of sneakers. I like the boots and the sunglasses. I have gotten some really good limited edition, can't get again sunglasses, and some good sweaters, a really good blazer one year. So, and they always have good denim too. So look forward to that. And I don't know, it's going to be a 4-day affair. So I don't know if I'll have a video except for that one next week. So look for me there. And thank you all so much for being here. And I will see you.
Shut up.
In
Shut up.
Boston.
Hurrah. Bye. I thought she'd never fucking finish. That rug, it's a nightmare. Wow, we got to the end, folks, and I can go to sleep now. If you got here with me, thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next one.